The art of manifestation. To manifest anything, you have to first be prepared to face the parts of you that does not believe you can have what you desire. The moment you decide you want anything, the parts of you that does not believe you can achieve that desire come alive. It's the noise you hear in your mind telling you why it's not possible. It's the way your body feels as your nervous system reacts to you wanting to push it past its comfort zone. The automatic reaction you have when you are confronted with the lack of your desire. To manifest a new desire is to declare to yourself that you do not believe in the constraints of your current physical reality, but the consistent structure of your physical reality is what is keeping you stable in the third dimensional space-time continuum. Without this consistency, physical reality would be chaotic and non-linear, and our minds would struggle to process the inconsistencies. It's what leads to those that operate outside of the third dimensional reality to be labeled as crazy or mentally ill. But it's also where the magic happens. Being willing to live a life that is not concerned with consistency and being able to track and explain everything that happens is what allows you to enter the realms beyond your current physical reality and choose what you desire to experience. In the process of doing this, you have to be able to ground what you want back into your physical reality. And that's when you have to assist the parts of you that does not believe you can have what you want to expand. The parts of you that are focused on maintaining the structure of your current physical reality. When working with them, be appreciative of how they view the world, as that is what has kept your physical reality safe and linear so that your mind can keep up. Be prepared to expand at the rate they are willing. Your patience and appreciation of them will speed up the process, as it will allow them to feel safe and not as though they're being pushed away, easing any resistance towards the changes you desire. The only job you have when manifesting is declaring what you desire and then actively working with the parts of you that does not believe that you can have what you desire. The way in which that desire then manifests is not your concern. Your only concern is to expand yourself enough to believe you can have it. So know it's coming when you can actively believe it without the noise of your mind taking over or it being louder than your feeling of belief. When you can hold the feeling of your desire and it bring you nothing but pleasure and joy, then you know it's on its way. Don't try to force the process of getting to this point. The time it takes you to get there is the time you're taking to ensure you can maintain it and sustain it when it comes. It means that when it does happen, you won't feel windswept or so overwhelmed that you actively reject it, as you would have fully become the person that is already living that desire before it physically materializes. Working with the parts of you that you require to expand. Life is constantly giving you opportunities to expand by bringing you reflections of how you really feel or what you really believe. You recognize those reflections no longer feel correct for you, then it's time to actively change how you engage with them. This is living with awareness. You can start by preparing yourself for how you'll interact with those reflections before they come up. You may not consistently interact with them the way you want. Your choice to interact with them consciously will make room for some change and loosen up the constraints of their structure, meaning each time you interact with them, the reflection will be slightly different. Journaling is a great way to start changing how you feel about what you're interacting with. But don't try to jump from how you really feel to making it perfect. When you journal, use each time as an opportunity to graduate to the next level of expansion, recognizing the next viewpoint that moves you past your current level of belief. An example of this is you feel frustrated by your current financial limitations. You could say, I know I'm going to be a millionaire one day and I'm rich. But if all that does is bring up more resistance, instead keep it simple. I enjoy having money. I enjoy the feeling of freedom, and having money allows me to feel free. Or you feel frustrated about your current job situation. Instead of writing, I'm going to do or I'm going to be X, Y, and Z, because it may feel forced, write about how the job you want will make you feel freedom, independence, etc., etc. Or you may be having a difficult day in general. Write about the fact that everything is temporary and everything is giving you the opportunity to grow. You can apply this method to affirmations as well. Don't try to use them as a plaster to cover up how you really feel. Use them as a way to find relief from what you're currently feeling by affirming a gentler viewpoint. Know that I'm here to evolve and grow. Everything is only temporary, and every day I get to choose the person I'm going to be. This provides relief from what you're currently feeling and makes room for a new perspective, allowing whatever part of you is currently active to expand. Applying techniques like this in your everyday moments, feeling what you're feeling, and then adding another perspective allows for expansion in everything that comes up. After several weeks or several months of doing this, you won't even recognize the person you have become, and would probably have allowed for several of your manifestations to drop in. This way of going about manifestation allows for your soul to guide you to where you're meant to go, as you're not forcing what you think should happen, instead responding to life in a way that makes room for the perspective of your soul, which then allows it to guide you to the next step and then the next. This is what creates real change, and not just the focus on the gratification of material manifestations without the basis to hold them in your physical reality. I hope what I've shared has made the art of manifestation a bit clearer in your mind. Manifestation is not meant to be a tool for instant gratification, but rather a lifestyle you choose to operate from every day. It's about being proactive in your daily choices rather than reactive, so that you're not unconsciously recreating the same situations. Life is not meant to be a constant recycling of the same patterns. We are all here to grow and evolve, but we've been taught there's a linear pathway to everything, which I'm sure for many of us has repeatedly been proven to be untrue. Make room in your life to view it from the perspective of your soul, and your life will then become a reflection of that, rather than of the third dimensional structures that replay every day.